Former Premier League referee David Coote has pleaded guilty to creating indecent images of children. This has been confirmed by the BBC. And you can read the headline here that ex-referee David Coote admits child image offences. The 43-year-old appeared in Nottingham Crown Court on Tuesday in connection with an allegation relating to a Category A video, the most serious kind, recovered by police in February. He was charged in August following an investigation by Nottinghamshire Police. And this brings not to a full conclusion, but it brings us almost to the end of what is a harrowing, disgusting, and damning, absolutely damning period for the PGMOL, for English football, for the Premier League. And of course, first and foremost, before we go into any more detail, your heart goes out to the victims, not just in this particular offence and crime, but right across the board. There are some people, and we're not going to get into that today, but nobody defends this. Nobody gives it, nobody with an active and functioning brain gives this type of behaviour any sort of leeway whatsoever. There's none of that. But there are wider issues here that I think are being ignored by the mainstream media. I think there are wider issues here that stand out to me, and that is, why was all of this only revealed after a 5-year-old video, or a 4-year-old video when it came out, of him calling Jürgen Klopp a... Why was it only after that point that... Now, I'm not suggesting that his character meant people should have known about these images and what was going on. But why was it only when this video got released that, obviously, it was very early on when the Coote rumours came out that there were stories of indecent images and this potential behaviour. But there was also the reports of him arranging cocaine-fueled drug parties at international tournaments, multiple challenges over behaviour, his thoughts and feelings toward referees. When you look at the caboodle, when you look at the whole package, there was clearly a problem here. There was clearly an issue here which was unmanaged, unaddressed, and not investigated. And why I think this is key is because who knows how much more of this is going on. And I'm not talking about the images of children. I'm not talking about the abuse of children. How many others have agendas against managers? Are there more drink, alcohol, or gambling problems? Could this lead to bribery? Could this damage the game further? I mean, if there are more incidents like David Coote, again, people clearly knew about this because the second the Klopp video came out, these stories and rumours emerged within hours. If you go back and look at the timelines back then, they were out there, which means some people knew about this at the time. They knew about it. Why was it being covered up? Was he being blackmailed? All these questions come up for me. And of course, the most important element is ensuring that children are as safe as possible online. I don't need to go into any more detail on it. You all know that that is the case. But this opens up a massive can of worms for me, which must be discussed. It doesn't necessarily have to be discussed. I mean, the irony is, TalkSport last week calling out Gary Neville when his comments had nothing to do with sport. And you may agree with Gary Neville, you may disagree with Gary Neville, but it was brought up on a sports channel. Yet, whenever I don't see the TalkSports, the Sky Sports, the TNTs, the Overlap, all these mainstream media outlets, where are the in-depth conversations? Where are the exposés? Where are the documentaries? Where is the, again, provide me the finances, provide me the resources, and I will do a thorough investigation into this. Why isn't that happening? Because I've just got a gut feeling here, and it's purely a gut feeling, and it's purely, maybe it's the emotion of what's gone on in this whole circumstance. I feel like this could be just the tip of the iceberg. The full story here, as it reads, is that former Premier League referee David Coote has pleaded guilty to making an indecent image of a child. Now, that also needs clarity. When it says making, Is that taking, recording? Did he actually record it? Was he there? Is it? I'm only asking this question as someone who is naive to this. Is that AI? I mean, what does that exactly mean? I'd love someone in the comment section to clarify that for me, please, who maybe has expert knowledge on these situations. The 43-year-old appeared in Nottingham Crown Court on Tuesday in connection with an allegation relating to a Category A video, as we've already mentioned. It says Coote was from Woodhill Road in Collingham, Nottinghamshire. I don't know why I said Shire. Was granted conditional bail and due to appear in court again on the 11th of December. What I find mad is, how has someone like this got bail? Why is someone who is making indecent images of children allowed out for the next 2 months? Why? He previously pleaded not guilty to the charges in a hearing in September. So already pleaded not guilty. Now he's pleading guilty. But yet you're letting him walk the streets. David Coote, who wore a navy suit and black tie, irrelevant, only spoke to confirm his name and entered his plea during the 6-minute hearing in front of the judge. He was sacked, and last year, when comments were made in a video about former Liverpool manager Jürgen Klopp in 2020 came to light, the judge told Coote she was ordering a pre-sentence report to carry out before sentencing. The judge told the court, you have pleaded guilty to a serious matter. Whether this means a custodial sentence or not will be decided when all the information is before the court, which is why I have ordered a pre-sentence report. In August this year, Coote was given an 8-week suspension from the Football Association after the Klopp footage. Yeah, great. I mean, the fact that they're even... I mean, I get a feeling he isn't going to go to prison for this. Even though they're saying, you read the top line there, which is Category A, the most serious kind when it comes to this type of criminality, and they're deliberating whether there should be a sentence or not. But there's still something about this I find to be fishy. There is still something about this that I find uneasy, and not just the heinous, disgusting, horrible behaviour of David Coote, but the speed of which this came to light once the allegations came out. There is this element, and by the way, when I say this could be the tip of the iceberg, I don't mean that every single referee is behaving in this way, is into this debauchery, has these kind of images on their phones, emails at all. But I'm talking about the wider issue here. Could there be drug addictions, gambling addictions? Could those things then be exploited by, whether it be internal people within football, governing bodies? Could it be organised crime that run betting rings that need certain decisions to go their way to make money? You get my point here. This is why I think an independent investigation needs to be launched into this, because it was the way in which all this information came out so quickly after the Klopp footage. The PGMOL did act, and they suspended him, they reported him, they kind of did it all very much by the book. But there's something that's so neat about this, so quick about this, so efficient, that makes me suspicious. And maybe it's because normally these things don't go this way, they don't get handled so quickly. Maybe that's all I'm feeling here. Maybe that's why my spider senses are going crazy. But there's still something that I can't quite put my finger on. The speed that information came out, the speed that information became public. Who knew about this before that Klopp video? Had that Klopp video not emerged, would these same people know about these images, know about the drug parties, know about all the issues he had, but he would still be refereeing games, he would still be in the public domain, he would still have access to children, access to women, access to families? Would all this be going on if that Jürgen Klopp video didn't come out? And sometimes in life, when a lot of noise is made there, and I think you can use this example right across the spectrum. You know, you might, if someone's making a lot of noise, look at this person, look at this here, look over this, look. What are they making you look away from? Maybe that's the cynical part of my brain in overdrive. I don't know. But please let me know in the comment section below. The guilty plea is in. Coote, God willing, will get the biggest punishment possible. And the country, the world will be a safer place for a period of time anyway. Do me a favour, please. We want to try and get this message out to as many people as possible. I really want to get as many views as possible. When I say views, I mean views and opinions from people's views on this in our comments section below. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you.